Horizon Zero Dawn it's a pretty cool game where you play as the Disney princess that shoots things, and you kill Ark dinosaurs with the bionic skins. The closest thing to Horizon is Breath of the Wild, except there's one difference. You know what that difference is? In Horizon, you play as a girl. By far, the best thing about the game is the ability to override the machines to make them fight for you, but I use it to make them my friends. You can even ride some of them. As soon as I was able to, I went to override a pony. Pony's called a Strider, and then I named my Strider Steven, and I love him, and Steven will never die. The second best thing about the game is the rappelling, because I think it looks really cool. So at specific points on the map, Aloy, she jumps off the letter Y, and then she spins around in midair, throws a rope back up to the Y, then slides down the rope. And the best rappelling points are the tall necks. Now, I think you want to know, Caleb, what are tall necks, right? That's what you're thinking? Tall necks are the towers you climb to reveal portions of the map. Pretty boring, right? That's what I thought until I found one of them. That's when I realized that tall necks are the coolest thing ever. Because they aren't stationary towers. They're big machines that have big UFO heads, and they move the ground when they stomp. You're probably thinking, if it's so big, how do I climb it, right? In order to climb one of them, you have to get up to a higher point, so you can jump onto one of the pieces of metal sticking out of the back of its neck. Once you scale Long Neck Johnson, you can override a point on its head to reveal a section of the map. But then, you have to run to one of the letter Y on its head, and just as she jumps off the UFO head, it, blows up behind her, and she goes safely down the road. It's really cool. Tall necks aren't the only thing that she can climb. She can still climb a bunch of different stuff, and every climbing point is marked. It's either a ledge, which is not as easy to see, or it's bright yellow. And unlike in Uncharted, the climbing's actually pretty good. Another difference from the Uncharted climbing system is that you can't accidentally jump off of a ledge to your death. It also looks pretty cool, and I like it. Everything in the game looks real pretty. The environments are especially great. From the beautiful grasslands of the Nora Pride Lands, to the deserts surrounding Meridian, to the snowy mountain peaks that form the boundary of the map. All of the machines are designed really well too. Most of them are designed after actual animals. The tall neck is a giraffe, the snapmaw is an alligator, the strider's a horse, the Deathbringer is the new Xbox. These machines, like the new Xbox, are the main enemies of the game. Well, them in this duck. The humans you fight aren't much of a threat. I just slap them with my spear and they die. The way you fight the machines and this duck, though, it's almost always fun. I really like it. See, this is because there are a bunch of different ways to win any encounter. All of these machines have weak points. Aloy can identify these weak points with the help of her Google Glass. You can destroy weak points on some machines to disable their attacks. You can make elemental canisters explode with a corresponding elemental attack. You can tie a machine down to override it or do a critical hit. You can place a trap and get a machine to charge into it. You can do a stealth attack. You can override a machine and watch it turn on its fellow machines. Or you can run away. At one point in the game, I was doing this mission, right? And I was attacked by the big bad wolf. But then the big bad wolf brought, like, his wife or something. But the big bad wolf also had this big gun, which is what he kills the 3 little pigs with. So I was shooting at one of them from the cover of some tall grass, but I missed, and I hit the big bad wolf's cannon, and I knocked it off. So I went to investigate, and I realized that I could pick it up. I then realized that I am Iron Man, and I killed them. There is another difference from Breath of the Wild, and it's that Horizon actually has a good story. So when you're released from the Nora lands and into the full open world, Aloy's chasing a group called the Eclipse because they killed her. They did a bad thing. The Eclipse are a group of mask-wearing guys that worship Alexa and keep digging up new kinds of dangerous machines, like the Ninja Blender. During Aloy's epic mission to stop these mask-wearing guys, she learns where all of these robots came from, and what happened to the Google employees that made her Google Glass. Basically, it's just she fights bad guys and their big bad robots. Because I'm a big baby boy, the machines are a little scary. One time I was swimming to an island and a snap moth flew out of the water and bit me, and I screamed. Another time I was fighting some of those machines, and this big Thunderjaw guy came in and hit me with his tail and said, "Get out!" There are 2 different kinds of side quests. There are actual side quests, and then there are errands. The errands are usually pretty boring, but there are a couple of good ones. Like when there are these two guys who are like, we should get this kind of lens, but the other one says, no, we should get this kind of lens.
Where do you think we are? Some trading post with sawdust on the floor? This is Meridian. We have culture.
I know culture. Just the other day I was watching the hunting trials.
Oh, great sun, lend me the strength of midday.
The side quests, though. Side quests are usually pretty good. There's one where you investigate this quarry, right? But then the ground starts shaking. And then this mole machine, called a rock breaker, jumps out of the ground and says, it's feeding time.
It's feeding time.
This is when I realized that I don't even like this game. So another one has a funny moment when a bad guy is talking about how his plan succeeded. But then this bird robot swoops down and he picks him up and he goes, ah! The music is pretty good too. It sounds cool. 10 out of 10 robots and dinosaurs. It's really cool, and I like it.